Greetings, Starfighter. You have been recruited by the Star League to defend the frontier against Zur and the Kodan Armada. Get ready? Prepare for blast off.
Your fortress of solitude.
Greetings, program.
Glad you're alive.
Your sanctum sanctorum.
Resistance is futile.
Welcome.
This should be the first triumph. This is where the fun begins.
Proof positive that geeks have inherited the earth.
It's showtime.
It's time to get your geek on.
You complete me.
With Dave Gramillion.
All right. Welcome here, everybody. This is Get Your Geek On, and I am Dave Gramillion. And you have found one of the most listened to talk radio shows for geeks in the United States with breaking news that we're going to talk about right now. This is Season 3, Episode number 27, and today on Freedom 1160 and Freedom1160.com, it's kind of old news by now, but that Marvel trailer. We've got to talk about the Infinity War trailer. What does it mean? What happened? And how do we feel about it? I'm going to tell you right now, That's about my impression of it. The Game Awards happened. Yes, the Video Game Awards. Who took home Best Game, Best RPG, Best Mobile Game, biggest shocks, biggest surprises, and why your kids are going to want to buy these games going forward. Also, the DC crossover event is officially in the books, and we know when the next one is coming, and it ain't going to be 2024 like originally reported. We also have geeky stocking stuffer ideas. It is getting to be coming close to the end of the wire here. You may have already gotten your gifts for that geek in your family, but what about a stocking stuffer? We got some terrific ideas for you that are under $10. Also, Secrets of San Antonio Unlocked. We have an event going on that you may not be aware of, but trust me, y'all are going to want to crowd in and see this one. And of course, everything's bigger in Texas, including the Overwatch League. That's right. We are going to be hosting games in the state of Texas. First time out of California. We'll tell you where, we'll tell you when, we'll tell you why it's a big deal. And on this show, we like to do box office predictions. We like to kind of throw ourselves out there because everybody loves to predict everything. So why not us? So normally, instead of doing one movie and doing the domestic box office for the weekend, we opened it up to 3 movies because there are so many coming out. We're going to give you 3 for the price of 1. Loser gets a pie to the face. So that'll be a lot of fun. I see everyone starting to scramble and sketch notes and like, oh my God, I better, start picking out numbers here. So that'll be fun. That'll be after the bottom half of the hour news break. So let's go ahead. Let's kick this puppy off here. Let me introduce you to my motley crew. On my left, your right, as you look across the radio dial, you will see the new guy on the team, but he's rapidly earning his stripes here. He's got a few skins on the wall by now. We'll go ahead and introduce him with a more appropriate nickname, a more proper nickname. He is Purple Rain.
Purple Rain, Purple Rain.
So what do you do when I dye my hair blue? That's all I want to know.
We'll call you Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
He can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude.
I missed that show.
We'll give you some chili dogs.
Oh, gosh.
That'd be nice. So how you doing?
I'm good. Tired.
Yep.
Ready for my weekend to start. Gonna be
you mean to end?
End, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Hopefully it ends well.
Going back to Monday, you're like, no.
No, I work Monday. I was off today.
You're off Sundays, so you're on Monday. That's right.
Well, no, I'm usually off Friday and Saturdays, but because I'm going out of town, I'm off Sundays today.
All right, and if you look further to my left, you're right across the radio dial, you will see the man spinning the ones and zeros. He is our sound prognosticator, and he is Goose. And
there's 2 O's in Goose.
There he is.
There we are.
Okay. See, you work that soundboard, but you got like 85 other jobs you're doing also.
I do.
So that gets in the way.
Well, last week I added another one too.
Yeah, so you're up to 86 now?
No, that was for last week. Normally it's 85. Last week was 86.
Oh, okay. All right. But you're back down to 85.
I'm back down to 85.
That's some good news.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So we're warm. We're comfy, which is good because, oh, my God, when that cold front blew through, it knocked over everything.
It did.
Oh, gosh.
So let's go ahead and kick off by talking about some Marvel news.
This is that sequel to the smash hit No Equal. This one's for the true fans with Hulk hands
Alrighty. All right, so it's old news by now, but we called it, didn't we? Didn't we say last week that Marvel was going to deliberately drop the trailer on a Friday just to mess with us?
I believe I said that. Those were words coming out of my mouth.
Just to mess with us. So Kevin Feige, I think it's now confirmed he watches our show. I think that's there's no question. When he's in San Antonio, by God, he turns the dial over to 1160.
Oh, yeah.
There's no question. He did that just to mess with us.
That's from his fine offices in Los Angeles. He also tunes to facebook.com/GYGO radio, and you should too.
That's it exactly. So that's got to be confirmed by now because we record the show on Thursday. He dropped the trailer on Friday. Thanks a lot. So we lost a week, but let's go ahead and talk about Endgame. We'll go around the horn here real quick and give our overall impressions of the trailer that everybody's demanded for so long. And my impression is meh. That's probably the best way I can sum it up.
Just meh.
We didn't learn anything. We didn't get anything new except for Ronin. We didn't. There was no action. There was no plot revealed. We got the title, and that was it.
You know, if it wasn't his show, you know what I'd say to him?
What's that?
You're fired. Get out.
Oh, whatever. Am I wrong?
I like the trailer.
Well, yeah, but did we get anything out of it?
We got a new character, technically.
But, yeah, we'll talk about him in a second.
We also figured out Scott's back.
Maybe.
That was Scott.
That was Scott.
It's not. No.
We'll talk about that also.
And she still has blonde hair.
Oh, God, that's the worst part of the trailer is that they didn't turn back into a redhead. Scarlett Johansson is still blonde. Ugh. So, all right. So, tell me this, Purple Rain, your impression of the trailer.
I liked it. I mean, it is a teaser trailer, so that's what we got. We got a tease of what's to come, and probably next month or month after we'll get an actual trailer. So I'm excited. It's nice to see that everything is still broken and how broken each character is.
True.
But I want to know how long has it been because a comment was made by one character.
And the comment was?
That it's a few years ago that they had met. So how much time has passed since the first encounter of him and now?
The time jump.
Exactly. There's a time jump.
Well, we know that between Civil War and Infinity War, there were 2 years gone by.
Yep.
But why would you say it's been a few years? Why not just a couple of years? So I want to know, have they been sitting there for a year?
It's possible. It's entirely possible.
How long did it take him to get out? Well, that's kind of what I want to know. Because I would have said it's been a couple of years.
Goose, your impression of the trailer?
It was highly anticipated, but I think like most first trailers, there's a lot to be desired.
Yeah. And this was, I almost think that this was just kind of just to whet the appetite, be like, here, you want a trailer? Fine, here it is. You're not going to learn anything, but whatever. You get to see Steve Rogers with no beard.
The first Force Awakens trailer, what did we learn from that?
Oh, we learned a lot from that.
Like what?
Well, we got all new characters. We saw there's a new droid. We saw there was a new. We saw Rey for the first time. We saw Kylo Ren for the first time. We saw the lightsaber, his cross-guarded lightsaber thing for the first time.
But we got no plot?
No.
No. We got a few points out of it, but nothing substantial.
I mean, here's the point: Tony's gonna die.
but keep in mind also, The Force Awakens was establishing a new part of the franchise.
So with this one, with characters we already know facing a loss like never before, I expect a little sullenness going in.
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely.
A little morose, a little melancholy to start things out.
But you know what we did learn was that there's a new character on the scene, kind of, sorta. Everybody's going gaga about Ronin. And for those of y'all listening who may not follow the lore, you're like, well, I don't get it why everybody's going bonkers. It sure looks like Hawkeye. Why are you calling him Ronin? Goose, why is he Ronin?
So in the comics, after Civil War, people knew identities of Hawkeye and Captain America, things like that. So Clint decided to adopt a new identity named Ronin, kind of more samurai in nature, kind of more Eastern in the way he did things. He was less bow and arrow, more sword and star type of thing. And I think we didn't see Hawkeye, we didn't see Clint after Civil War. Civil War was the last time he's appeared in the MCU. And we also don't know in this case how the snap affected the Barton family. Because just like with the Pym family, they could all be gone.
You're right.
And after he gave up being a hero or was under house arrest for 2 years, just like Scott was.
Yeah.
and now his home is gone.
So, Aaron, what do you think we're going to see out of Ronin in the next one?
I think with Ronin, if you look up the history about what a Ronin is, it is a lone warrior. It's someone who's lost everything. So I think we're going to go with the fact that what's the most dangerous creature in the world is a man who has nothing to lose.
Yes.
And that is where Clint's going to be at, I think. I think, like, you know, did his family get hit by the snap? And they probably did. So now he's going to face the fact that he has nothing left to lose. And as we see, it looked like he killed about 3 Yakuza people.
So he's basically Keanu Reeves after he lost his puppy.
Pretty much, yeah. His puppy died, so now he's
John Wick without the beard.
All right, so let's ask this question. There's a floating fan theory out there that I kind of like, and it's that people are trying to figure out how Scott Lang, who's the Ant-Man, got out of the quantum realm. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, Scott goes in to learn more about the quantum realm and figure out, how they can harness energy and power out of there. And his lifeline on the outside turned to dust, leaving him trapped in the quantum realm. So the question is, how did he get out? And some people are theorizing that it's not Scott Lang. Scott is still trapped in there, and that what we see in the trailer is a Skrull.
I don't believe that theory.
No. Because in the comics, they actually captured them so they could also get information. There's no way this would have information of where the facility was, how to ring the doorbell, basically, and to make the comments he did.
Not only that, in the first movie, when Scott went to the quantum realm for the first time, Cassie, his daughter, was his lifeline to get out. And because he doesn't know what's going on in the macroverse, for lack of a better term, he could still use his daughter as the lifeline to come back out.
Possibly. Yeah. I don't know if he had the button or not. I just remember I remember it was one of the greatest end credits I've ever seen.
It's going to be the ant playing the drums. He somehow did it.
Ah, yes.
He's like, oh, I better go help.
The
everybody.
Rock band and that makes sense. I like that.
He's just going to jump out there and help.
All right, so that was kind of our thoughts there. I mean, everything else, if you want to see, there are so many thoughts out there about the Marvel trailer, and of course, when we get the next one, I'm sure we'll get a lot more out of it. But in the meantime, we had some big to-dos going on at the Video Game Awards. Let's talk about that. Alrighty, so it's just called the Game Awards, which I kind of dig that.
Reminds me of Triple H.
It's nothing fancy. It's just the Game Awards.
So did they start it with that? Who was it?
Triple H?
No. Who plays the song? Motorhead. Did it start with the Motorhead game? Time to play the game.
I am the game. Blah blah blah. I forgot how it goes now. It's been so long.
Maybe, I don't know. Warriors, come out and play.
Oh,
that would work also. That would work.
No, now we have Game Awards. It's got to be, I am the game.
I am the game. What about Captain N, the Game Master? Nobody else saw that?
I love that cartoon.
I love that, man. That was the coolest thing.
You never saw Captain N, the Game Master?
No.
It was the coolest thing ever, but it was also the worst thing ever when you watch it as an adult.
Oh, yeah. It's horrible.
It's so bad, but it's good. All right, so they had their big awards, and God of War took home Best Game.
Yes.
Well-deserved. I thought Spider-Man had a shot. The other nominees were, it was like Spider-Man, Red Dead, Fallout was up there also, but God of War took home. So the best overall game, if you want to find the best game to play for you, your kids, whoever, it's God of War.
I will say this.
I mean, you can't say kids. He is very mature.
For voice acting, Chris Judge got robbed.
Oh, I agree. How Chris Judge didn't get that?
Now, I'm a little biased because I'm a big Stargate fan. If he said Indeed as Kratos one time, done. It's just done right there.
Yeah, God of War, by the way, is rated M for mature, I believe, so just keep that in mind.
No kids.
Red Dead Redemption 2 did win 4 awards. So they took home, I think that was the most for any one game.
Yeah.
They didn't get Best Game, but they got 4 awards. And Capcom's Monster Hunter, which, by the way, has an expansion coming out and is the best-selling Capcom game ever. Think about that for a minute. Yeah. That won Best Role-Playing Game. So, all right, very nice. So some big wins all around. Even No Man's Sky got a nomination.
Happened.
Did you see that?
Was Star Trek V of video games?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, that was This game was so embarrassing when it came out.
Terrible.
But they've done a series of patches since then, and now it got a nomination for
Best
I lost the
fixing
category,
everything that broke.
Yeah, like most. It's like that most improved or the sixth man award or something like that. So No
most
Man's
improved video
No
game.
Man's Sky might be worth another look. You never know.
I hear it is.
But the biggest surprise of the night might be the best mobile game. All right, now you got to figure it's PUBG or Fortnite.
oh yeah, of course. It's
All
gonna
right,
be PUBG.
PUBG and Fortnite have both been downloaded over 100 million times.
Yep.
100 million times.
At least 4 times.
So yeah, no kidding. But no, it was a game that won best mobile game is called Florence.
Like
And
Paris?
Yeah, I watched that live, and I was like, "Who's Florence?" And I was watching the friend of mine, and he's like, "Who's Florence?" What? So I looked up a walkthrough. It's right now it's rated 4.8 out of 5 on Google Play.
Okay.
All right, so that's pretty
Not
cool.
bad.
Currently, the #1 paid game. You got to pay $3 to get it. Yeah, Florence.
money.
According to the game's description, Florence is the story of the highs and lows of a young woman's very first love. And I'm like, what? Oh, is it like
I don't.
the guy?
I don't know what
Like
to
she gets
say.
kidnapped, maybe, and she gets rescued. He rescues her. She rescues him. What happened there?
Some kind of Stockholm thing, maybe?
Maybe I don't know.
Senpai.
So the editors on Google Play say, quote, "This interactive visual novel is a near perfect, wholly unforgettable metaphor for love. Oh my God, how do I not find a walkthrough of this?"
I don't want to play it. I don't want to know.
But still, near perfect interactive visual novel? No, I got to check this out. So I watched this. The music is tremendous. The soundtrack for Florence is worth listening to. That is my tip to you. If you haven't listened to it, if you haven't even heard of it, go find the soundtrack for a game called Florence. You'll love it. That being said, it is kind of cute, but it is not Game of the Year worthy. This is that one movie that nobody's ever heard of that wins Best Picture.
yeah, that's true.
And it's apparently brought to you by the same people who bring you Donut Country.
Yes, how about that? Yeah.
Let's follow up on Donut Country with Florence because we were in
Florence.
Paris.
No,
that
let's
day.
follow it up with Lipitor. Or
That's just-
adult onset diabetes.
So
Right.
I watched this walkthrough. It's a cute story.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through, like it says, the highs and lows. She gets with a guy, they break up, and then what happens after, and so on. And there's like this interactive little puzzle thing you do as you go. But you only play it once. All right, there's no replay factor whatsoever. You play it once, you're done. It's the same story.
So is it $3 worth of entertainment?
No, not in my opinion. This game,
99 cents.
99,
Wait.
99 cents at the most.
Hold on, let me ask you this question. How much money do you pay to go see a movie in a theater?
What, $10?
Okay. You know what's going to happen. There's no rewatchability typically because it's not like it changes.
You may discover a few new things or some Easter eggs here and there, but yeah, I agree.
And then you buy the Blu-ray, which is $25.
Yeah.
So you spent $35 on something where you know the exact outcome.
Yes.
This one's $3.
But I will enjoy watching Iron Man for the 15th time. I will enjoy watching The Last Starfighter for the 450th time. Florence, you play it once, and the puzzles are simplistic. The gameplay is simplistic. You play it once, and you're like, okay, that was kind of cute and depressing, and then cute again. Now what? I don't
Is
know
there a
how this
difficulty
one.
level?
It's
I'm out.
yeah.
help.
I mean, I don't understand. It's a cute game, but it's not Game of the Year worthy. This game was downloaded a grand total of about 10,000 times, as opposed to the 100 million.
Then how do you win?
100 million for PUBG.
Hold on. So they made $30,000
Yeah,
roughly.
that's about right.
minimum.
Yeah,
Minimum. Yeah.
not counting refunds for people who are like, this game bites.
So I don't know how it got there. So, but about the Game Awards itself, in 2017, their number of views grew 202% over 2016. It grew another 128% this year. That's more people watched it than the Golden Globes, more than the Emmys, and almost as many as the Oscars. Of course, that is keeping into account its global numbers, not North America, but still, it's the trend that is really surprising.
So I lay you odds, though, that if the Oscars announced no host or the dark horse candidate, the Muppets, hosting the Oscars, people may actually watch that.
I'd watch it then. I won't lie.
You know what would make me watch? I haven't watched the Oscars in probably a decade. You know what would make me watch?
The Muppets?
Deadpool hosting the Oscars.
Not Ryan Reynolds.
No,
but Deadpool.
Deadpool in the seat.
Deadpool. I mean, which would be cool if he made fun of Ryan Reynolds sitting in the audience.
Oh, and what if Celine Dion gave a performance from the...
Oh, my God. Deadpool, like waltzing with Celine Dion, but Deadpool's wearing the dress.
That'd be the opener right there.
Yeah,
my God.
Just like from the video of the Deadpool 2 song?
All right,
Yeah.
so yes, that will be
This has to
tremendous.
happen,
That will
and
be
then I'll
so
watch
much
it.
fun. All righty, so let's move on. We got some DC news that we want to get into. Their crossover event just finished.
Yes.
We also want to mention to you our friends over at Dragon's Lair of Alamo Ranch. They've got events going on every single weekend. They've got pretty much something going on almost every day. You can get your action figures. You can get your little plushy dolls and little squish faces, so soft and fluffy.
They're so
You can
nice.
get games, comics, graphic novels, the whole 9 yards. But you go to Dragon's Lair on Alamo Ranch for the experience. Dragon's Lair is off of 1604 and 151 out there by SeaWorld on the west side.
So Transformers just debuted a new CCG.
Oh, did they now?
Yes, I have it at home.
Did you get it from Dragon's Lair?
I did.
All right.
And so we must play that at some point.
I think we absolutely have to play that. So let's talk about the crossover event called Elseworld. It is officially over. Elseworlds. Elseworlds. All right. So overall review in the last few minutes we hear. Just give me like a rating 1 through 10. Let's start with Butterfingers.
9.5.
Wow.
It's Purple Rain, first of all.
Ah,
Yeah,
whatever.
Purple Rain.
Close enough.
9.5 though.
Goose?
I loved it.
I would 9.5 as well.
Wow. Okay. So what made it so good?
Well, one, they shifted the order of the shows. So Flash was in the Supergirl slot and Supergirl was in the Flash slot.
Okay.
They only did one regular open, how they did tell the story of the main character. They only did that for the Flash. The rest of them were changed to fit the story.
Okay.
When they went to Earth 38 for the first time and you did the shot of the Smallville farm, they played the theme from Smallville.
Oh my gosh, that was so awesome.
So that was good. Now, as we record this, our friends from across the pond, of which we have several, have only seen the first episode. So we're going to keep this relatively spoiler-free.
Good call. Good call.
But I enjoyed the crud out of it. It's probably the best one they've done. It's better than Crisis on Earth X.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's saying something.
Yes.
This has got to be their best one, and they've already lined up for an even better one next year.
Speaking of which, so we're going to get Crisis. And we were
On Infinite Earths.
On Infinite Earths. We were supposed to get it. Originally, they said 2024.
Right, because
They
that's
were-
everything that's been in the time vault on
And
Flash.
now it's
Right.
next year, 2019.
Well, that may have to do with what Oliver did in the last episode.
And which
Yeah.
is?
Can't say it yet.
Can't.
Oh, that's right.
Because we're
You know,
doing
episode
relatively
1.
spoiler-free.
You are correct, sir.
Plus, we're deep enough in the Flash where I can say this. With Flash's daughter changing the timeline by coming back in time and helping him at the end of last season, God only knows.
The timeline's all screwed up.
The timeline's all screwed up.
Okay, so a 9.5 from each of y'all there. Things are looking better and brighter. What can you give like a highlight without being too spoilery?
I mean, my
open of-
highlights in the second.
I say the open of Arrow.
Oh my gosh, yes, that was so cool.
Yeah,
I loved it.
The open of Arrow, where my name is Oliver Queen after 6 years in hell. Da da da. This one's a little bit different.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. All right,
Actually,
very cool.
the highlight, because it's in the first
Is it the open of
episode.
Supergirl?
Supergirl was fun too.
The open of it was fun.
That one was fun. I actually liked one scene, which is in the first episode, where you see Barry doing the salmon ladder.
Alrighty,
That was funny.
So with that being said, we'll get into this more probably in the future as we go along. Because again, we don't want to get into too many spoilers. We actually have a very large audience out in the UK, so we don't want to spoil
Hello,
it.
UK.
But we'll get into that more later. No question about it.
all of you.
So with that being said, geeky stocking stuffers. It's getting to be that time of year. We're closing in. There isn't too much time left to go out and get presents. And maybe you've already gotten the gift. Maybe you went out and got the game of the year, God of War. That's great. Maybe you went out there and got something Star Wars related. That's great.
Should we play some Christmas music?
Ooh, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. But we also need to... Oh, God.
The weather outside is
I
frightful,
forgot about this.
but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, make it so, make it so, make it so.
You're welcome.
So what about stocking stuffers, though? Something under $10 you can put into a stocking and just have somebody find on Christmas morning. So I found something, and I really like this. This I found on Amazon. It's less than $10. It is the Marvel Avengers temporary tattoo party set, which even for college kids love temp tattoos also. But it was $22. It was $21.95, and Amazon's marked it down to $7.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So, yeah. And that's for, you get 75 Marvel temporary tattoos out of this. So that's a great deal. You ought to go ahead and snag that while you can. I think it's a pretty good stocking stuffer.
Very good.
Purple Rain, what was your stocking stuffer?
Mine was actually a Steam gift card. So, if you don't know, Steam is a site you can go to on your computer, laptop, and you can actually download video games from it. It's a gaming service, basically.
Okay.
So I always thought that would be awesome because it's, you can do $10, you can do 25, you can do however much you want. And they always are doing sales. Right now, they do have a couple flash sales going on. Some big games like what they call Dying Light, Prey, Killing Floor 2, they're all less than $10.
All less than $10,
yes.
So a $10 Steam gift card goes a long way. Goose, your stocking stuffer.
Just saw that Aquaman Itsy Bitsy is at Hallmark. So if you have a kiddo geek in your life or somebody who likes to collect these Itsy Bitsies, you can get Aquaman now at Hallmark.
All right, cool. So we got a break. It's bottom of the hour already. So we'll be right back here on Freedom 1160 and freedom1160.com. All right, so we're back from the bottom of the hour news break. This is Get Your Geek On Freedom 1160 Talk Radio. I'm Dave Gramillion, and if you missed the first half of the show, we ripped through some really terrific news that was out there. We talked about our impressions of the Infinity War trailer and why everyone is all geeked out about Ronin and what you need to know about that character. We talked about the Game Awards that came out, who won, who was the biggest surprise, and who absolutely should not have won Best Mobile Game. I'll never understand that one as long as I live. We talked about the DC crossover event. If you missed that one, we talked about that as well. And we gave you our geeky stocking stuffers, less than $10 going on right now. But you can hear it all on our award-winning podcast. Yes, indeed. It was named the best podcast in San Antonio for 2017. And we're nominated again for 2018, all by San Antonio Magazine. You can catch our award-winning podcast on Stitcher, TuneIn, Omni, Google Play, iTunes, and now on Spotify. So you can check us out over there as well. Alrighty, so with that being said, we still have some more news to get into. So let's start off real quick here by talking about San Antonio Secrets Unlocked. That was really loud. I think, wow. We'll adjust the volume on that one.
Sorry.
Woo! All right, so what we're trying to do is kind of shine a light on some of the events out there going on in San Antonio. We told you last week about the Black Swan Inn and how they were having their Tim Burton Christmas parade along with their ugly sweater contest and their costume contest at their masquerade ball. This week, we're shining a light on the San Antonio Symphony. They're doing a Harry Potter in concert series December 21 through December 23. They'll perform the magical score for Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban while the entire film plays in high definition on a 40-foot screen. Holy cow. Now, I went to the Jurassic Park event. A friend of mine took me to that also, and I was so impressed.
I went to E.T., and it was really good.
All right, so there's another ringing endorsement for this. It just terrific. How ironic! It's all three are John Williams, E.T., Jurassic Park, and now Harry Potter.
And two of those are Steven Spielberg.
That is correct. Although Spielberg tried for Harry Potter, but yeah, that didn't work out. So tickets start at $27 over at the Ticketmaster.com is the website you want to go to. You just look for the San Antonio Symphony Harry Potter series. You'll find it, no sweat, no problem. Strongly recommend. When I went to their website to look, there were plenty of orchestra seats available. Those are the seats on the floor. We're not talking the nosebleed way in the back that you can't, you need to bring a telescope in order to see anything. Some great seats available out there. So I strongly recommend that you check this out. Even if you're not the biggest Harry Potter fan, first of all, you're supporting the San Antonio Symphony, which, you remember the news recently, they need all the support they can get. It's a wonderful group. I mean, go out there and support them for sure. But secondly, it's a wonderful experience to go down to this theater, sit in there, and just listen to the music watch the movie unfold, and to see the two really come together. It's as close to being in an actual studio as you'll get, because that's what they do is they play the movie while like John Williams is conducting.
Not John Williams, but a conductor of some
Well,
sort.
a conductor. It's been John in the past.
Yes, but you even forget that they're there.
Oh yeah.
Because with E.T., you couldn't tell that it was not the actual soundtrack.
It's seamless. It is so seamless. It is so good. So that's Ticketmaster.com. Tickets starting at $27 for the Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban series here in San Antonio. All right, so getting back to video game here just a little bit, the Overwatch League has grown by leaps and bounds in its first year.
Yes, it has.
Estimates are when people first bought into this, and I mean like people like Robert Kraft, who owns the New England Patriots, bought into this. They had to pay a $20 million investment for their team. Rumor has it now that they could probably make easily 4 to 5 times off that in 1 year. If they wanted to, if he wanted to sell the Boston team right now, he could make 80 to 100 mil.
That's crazy. That's insane. Like
that's just the first year.
Exactly.
The first year. So they started, they had all these
Why
games.
Aren't we investing?
Yeah. Sorry, I left my winning lottery ticket in my other pants.
Oh,
so
no wonder. Okay.
although, man, I wish we had a team down here. We have 2 in Texas. We have Dallas and we have Houston.
Yeah.
Austin and San Antonio missed out.
Of which we've talked to representatives of both.
Yes, we have.
How do I join those teams?
You got to be
good
really
at Overwatch.
I mean, I'm
really
rather take
good.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Now remember, the minimum salary is $50,000.
Yes.
What I make right now.
in fact, there was we talked about this last
Not
year.
really.
How one
Not at all.
of the best players out there couldn't sign his contract. He was 17. He had to have his mom sign for him.
That's funny.
It was like I think he made 150 grand, and so his mom had to sign the contract for him. He was underage.
See, I could use 50,000. I don't make that much.
So all these teams fly to California to do battle in the LA center that they set up for this. So now for the first time, they're going to be moving some of those games out to Dallas. Dallas has a large event center right now going on, and they're going to modify it for esports when Blizzard brings the Overwatch League out. That'll be April 27th and 28th next year. There'll be 8 teams with 4 matches a day. And, of course, the finale is Dallas versus Houston.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
And it's in Dallas, so that'll be a lot of fun. The DFW area has gotten investors to pour $100 million into what is now known as the Allen Event Center. It's currently the home of the MLS Sidekicks, the Major League Soccer team up there.
I smell something, David.
Oh, you smell something. And what is that?
Smells like
Money?
road trip.
Road trip?
Don't look at me.
Road trip? Road trip. Yes,
wanna go
we
so bad.
we so need to go to this.
I want to go.
Now tickets are going to go on sale Wednesday the 19th, 10 o'clock a.m. Get your tickets. There's no way that they're going to sell this thing out. They are so going to sell this thing out. You can get priority access if you sign up at DallasFuel.com. Right when you go to their splash page, they'll have a sign-up sheet ready for you to go. Get your tickets. It's the first time they've moved out of LA. The esports scene in general is really big. It's only getting bigger.
They're going to knock this out of the park. The inaugural year like this, they'll knock it out of the park. And I really wish I could go.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have a prior commitment.
Now, you know what would be interesting?
But it'll be fun.
It's if they have a home game in Houston and the Dallas Fuel ends up playing at NRG Arena.
NRG Arena.
Yeah.
The Dallas Fuel.
Yeah, plays at Energy.
Energy.
That'd be funny.
Boy. Now, I've seen Overwatch in person. I've seen tournaments in person because they have them at PAX South. And, it's high energy. It's high intensity. And when these guys get rolling, they get rolling. It is something to see.
Yeah.
And so far, the first year was a massive success, and it's only going to get bigger as they go. It's the first time they've ever done city-based teams. All the other teams, they were just called Cloud9, which also won some awards at the Game Awards. Team Ghost, CLG is another big one, that sort of thing. But this is the first time they've ever had city-based teams. The Dallas this, the Houston that, the New York Excelsior, which... Okay, I can see that.
Excelsior.
I think the London Spitfires did really, really well last year. So now it's on 3 continents, but now they're coming to Texas. So this is a big, big deal, which I guess that would also make a pretty good stocking stuffer. You know, if you were to present your kids out there with tickets to this Overwatch event,
you know what we need to do?
I would love to.
We need to talk to the guy who runs that arena, and have him on the show and just Ask him how excited he is that they're coming.
You almost think I haven't thought that far ahead.
You should also get tickets for any furniture event. I really want to go.
I know you want to go. I know.
For what event?
Anything, because I really want to go to this, and I do have a prior commitment that I paid money for that I cannot get out of.
Which is sad, but yes,
Yeah.
I've already reached out. We're going to try to get somebody on probably around March or early April, something like that, onto the show so we can talk about that as well. But super excited for this event. This is going to be terrific. You know what's also a lot of fun is our friends over at the Heroes and Villains of Cosplay, because you can cosplay your way. You don't have to worry about being screen accurate. You don't have to worry about your height, your weight, or your vision. If you want to do something truly unique that suits your vision, bring it to Havoc. Absolutely. They will support you all the way. They're a great group of friends, a great group of individuals that come together and have a lot of fun. So you want to go to facebook.com. You want to search for Havoc, HAVOC. You'll find their page, you'll find their group, and you'll find your cosplay group here in San Antonio. All right, so box office Bonanza.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Bonanza. So this is going to be the fun one. Now, we do predictions on here all the time.
He found something.
He found something.
I have a thought. I have a thought here. Hang on one second.
Oh, God, this is dangerous.
It's going to...
When he starts thinking, it's never a good sign.
Don't hurt a brain cell.
No, this is going to be worth it, I think.
Well, okay. Well, we're stalling for enough time here.
Yes, we are. All right, here we go.
We're trying.
Yeah. That's it. Oh,
Life is like a hurricane.
Here in Duckburg. All right, so the reason why he played those three back to back to back is that we have three movies that are coming out all in rapid succession. If you listen to the show for any length of time, you're prepped. You're ready for this because we've been talking about all these movies coming out in rapid fire, which you never see.
No.
All these movies coming out in such short order, but here they come. Now, we do box office predictions for the domestic opening weekend. Loser has to do something really stupid, really silly, something usually embarrassing. Goose had to eat bugs once.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. Minion had to go sing a song. Things of that nature. Usually, Aaron still has to pay up for his. We got to get a video of him
this weekend, hopefully.
We got to do.
What
do that.
was yours again?
Next weekend.
I had to do the baby shark
That's right.
while wearing a baby shark hat on camera.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
We can find that at our YouTube channel.
And also right here on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GYGO Radio. Just look for videos and look for the video with the guy wearing the shark hat. Enough said. All right, but this time, since there's so many movies coming out, we're going to give you three for the price of one. Yes, we're going to add up the three movies, their opening weekend, domestic to the United States, not worldwide, because that gets weird and a lot of math involved. The person who's farthest away gets a banana cream pie to the face on camera.
To the face.
Not in the studio, obviously, because that makes a mess. We'll do it outside, but we'll get it on camera.
David's backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Something like that, and you'll get a banana cream pie to the face.
Why not a lemon meringue, David?
Because we did that once. I took them a lemon meringue to the face, and those things are solid. They're really well built. So that no.
Really well.
They really are.
That's really well built.
It was really thick, really solid.
That's how I'm going to market my next
banana
pie.
cream
It's really well built.
So here we go. So you can. What I'm going to do, I'll go first.
Okay.
And I'm going to break mine down. But here's my total. The three movies are Bumblebee, which comes out the exact same day as Aquaman,
Right.
which comes out the same relative weekend as Mary Poppins Returns.
Right.
I admit Mary Poppins Returns is not exactly geeky, but I'm a fan of Mary Poppins in general, and it's my show, so there.
Mary Poppins is a time lady.
There you go. And she's a time lord, so that works. Time lady. All right, so my prediction, I think Bumblebee will do 30 mil opening weekend. I think Aquaman will do 80 mil opening weekend, and Mary Poppins will do 65. So if my math is right,
65.
those three,
that's 175.
That's $175 million opening weekend for those three movies combined. 30 for Bumblebee, 80 for Aquaman, 65 for Mary Poppins.
Okay.
So that brings us over to let's kind of reverse this. Goose.
Okay.
You typically go last, so not this time.
I do. So I'm going to say Aquaman is going to do 75. All right.
Okay.
And then Bumblebee is going to do I'll go 40 on
You're
that
gonna do
one.
40,
Actually,
okay.
no, I'm going to do 50.
Whoa.
I'm going to say Bumblebee's going to do 50.
All right, 50.
And then Mary Poppins is actually going to do 75 as well.
75.
Yep.
John,
So that's 200 million right there.
when we record our show, by the way, we also broadcast it on Facebook Live on our Facebook page. John Biscardi in the chat says we should take a fruitcake to
No,
the face. Look,
that's not happening.
that's skull fracture territory, my friend. We're not doing that. That's not going to happen.
You know, in the Captain Marvel trailer, we saw a scroll fracture. We don't need to see skull fracture.
That's very true. All right, so Butterfingers, you're bringing up the rear here.
No, he's Purple Rain.
Whatever. He always be Butterfingers to me.
I mean, fired, Purple Rain. I don't know anymore.
So
okay,
here,
so
but
what do we
here,
got?
so your
'Cause
total.
You guys have the pens and I don't.
So Goose's total is 200 mil.
Right.
200.
Okay,
Yours
so
is
you cannot pick directly between us.
What was yours?
I'm 175. He's 200.
Let me see if I can
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So you cannot do 187.5.
So I can do 187.6.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes, but don't be a dork. Don't do that. You can be a geek on this show, but don't be a dork. So that's what it is. All right. So what do you want to break it down by movie?
I'm trying to think real quick. So
Oh, come on.
I think Bumblebee will do 50.
You think Bumblebee will do 50?
I think it's gonna do 50.
So
million.
you're with Goose right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Aquaman will do 100 million though.
100 mil.
Opening weekend, 100 mil.
Okay, he's on
Yes.
record. 100 mil.
So that's 150 right there.
And I think Mary Poppins will do. Does it come out the same weekend as those
Comes out
two?
like Wednesday,
yeah, something like that. But we'll do the 3-day weekend total.
which I'm not sure Box Office Mojo is going to have just that.
It's gonna do like.
It's going to do
all days.
Wednesday through Sunday.
But they break it down by day.
Oh, do they? Okay.
They break it down by day. I'll count the days.
So I'm gonna say Mary Poppins will do 80. So that puts me at 2.
Put you at 230.
Yeah.
All right. So you're saying 50 for Bumblebee.
Yeah.
You said 100 for
100 for
Aquaman.
Aquaman, and then 80 for Mary Poppins.
And 80 for Mary Poppins, giving him a total
And
of, I'm sorry?
230.
230.
230.
I really think I'm lowballing Mary Poppins though. I really feel like
I think you're way overshooting Aquaman, but that's just me.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be every woman's gonna drag their husband, boyfriends, whatever, and that's how it's gonna get the
It's
sales.
still a comic book movie.
It's still Jason Momoa.
I'm just saying.
It's still
And
Jason Momoa.
I saw the meme on Facebook where it's like, Dad, will you take me to Aquaman? And you see Mira, and it's like, sure, I'll take you to go see Aquaman.
Absolutely, you betcha. All right, so we want to hear from y'all as well. You can drop your comments on our Facebook page or shoot us a tweet. It's twitter.com/GYGO radio. Go ahead and shoot us a tweet. Let us know what you think for your predictions as well. We do want to hear from y'all and see, are we far off? Are we crazy? What's up? So I'm actually the low person here at 175 mil.
Yes, you are.
Okay, now Goose says 200, and
Which still kind
I
of
always
puts
end
me
up
in the
on
middle, which is weird.
Yeah. You always end up in the because I can't go between you two. You guys are too close.
well, yeah, but you went over the top, which is where you said 230.
If I would have said 201, I mean, still.
But that still put. I'm
still above him.
I tried to actually not be in the middle. I thought you were going to lowball.
No, because I'm really thinking I'm lowballing Mary Poppins, but that's why I increased Aquaman
Now-
to kind of offset.
So you think
that.
Dave's lowballing Mary Poppins?
How much? What did you?
I said 65.
Yeah, because I think the nostalgia is what's going to bring it in. You're going to get the older generation going to go see it. Then you're going to get the kids who love Disney movies who are going to go see it.
Now, Dave, have you heard the backlash that Michael Roker is not in the movie, so people are just being silly?
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Mary Poppins Returns, y'all. Yeah, I love those memes. I don't know. I really think that Mary Poppins has a chance of being 150 million over the weekend because the fact is it's going to hit that nostalgia button.
Except y'all are. I think what's going to factor in here is the burnout factor. You can only go to the movie theater so many times. You can only afford to go to the movie theater so many times.
Well, think about this though.
But Mary Poppins is going to be the one that you go to if you're going to take the kiddies.
yes, but it's the replay value that really puts movies over the top, and I think they're going to see it once on Wednesday. Then they're going to go see Aquaman, Bumblebee, and that's it. They're going to be played out.
Here's the problem though, because like you said, you only have so much money to go see these movies.
Yep.
How many movie passes are out there nowadays? How many different types of movie passes can you get?
Very few now compared to.
They're coming down,
hold on.
Especially for first run
Hold on.
top movies.
In Yonkers, you
In
can get
Yonkers.
the Alamo Draft House.
We got to
season
get
pass.
we got to get an update on the Alamo Draft House season pass. I think that's a given.
They may be able to see all three of them that weekend.
But I got the email a couple weeks ago. It's still only available in Yonkers.
I mean, because you have, a movie pass kind of, is it still around right now? Because I know they were kind of
it's like in
burning.
bad shape right now.
It's circling the drain. I think Thanos is like Thanos keeps snapping his fingers, and a little bit more movie pass dies away.
I know Regal was doing a thing though too. So Regal has.
Well, Regal has a thing where if you go see like 4 movies from Sony, you get all 4 digitally when they come out or something.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
do a bunch of stuff. I think it's gonna work, and like you said, I think they're gonna see it.
So all right, so just to recap here before we talk about the movies themselves, I'm at 175 million for the 3 movies for the weekend.
Yes.
Goose is at 200, and Purple Rain is sitting on $230 million for the opening weekend for all 3 movies combined.
So if it hits like 180, Purple Rain's going to be kind of blue.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. That's not going to be fun.
The loser will take a banana cream pie to the face, and don't worry, we'll film that.
But it will not be a frozen banana cream pie.
Oh gosh, no! It better not be.
All right, so we're all saying.
Put some blueberries on it, though.
But we're all 3 of us said that Aquaman would be the biggest seller of the 3.
I'm really bouncing.
Well,
off the fact
I have a tie.
Well,
What's
okay,
your other
but
one?
Aquaman and Mary Poppins.
he thinks Aquaman and Mary Poppins will tie, which I think is delusional. But okay, that's nice. I still think Aquaman's going to carry the day.
I think the problem is, the other thing is, these are 3 different crowds. None of these crowds are the same.
Bumblebee and Aquaman are kind of the same.
Well, kind of, yes.
The core demographic is the same.
The core demographics, but Aquaman's going to have the
geeks?
women.
Well, no, you have men ages 25 to 40, or
Right.
25 to 50.
And that's going to get both of them, but then you have to add the women who are, let's face it, the women who are going to go see Aquaman.
Well, wait, you don't think they're going to go see John Cena? Oh, wait, never mind. You can't see him. Never mind.
So, they already know that.
Wow.
I think that's what's going to help Aquaman. And then the demographics for Mary Poppins is completely,
That's completely skewed to youngers just because of the kids.
I think youngers, but then at the other end, I think the older generation.
Well, let me ask this though. Hang on now. All right, so Mary Poppins is about kids, and
Right.
it's very, 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 very kid friendly.
Right.
You think it's about the children?
Which will have more children go to it though, Mary Poppins or Bumblebee?
I can't answer that because my kid's going to go see Bumblebee and Aquaman. She's not going to see Mary Poppins probably.
Shame on you. You're a bad parent.
No,
I'm a great parent because she gets to see 2 awesome movies.
I was about to
and
say
an
she gets
old
to
movie.
see 2 of them there.
If her grandmother wants to take her to see Mary Poppins, that's up to her.
John Biscardi in our chat has called 205 million. He says Bumblebee 50, Aquaman 85, Mary Poppins 70.
I could see that too.
Which one? Yeah, but which one are we taking our kids to? Are we taking our kids? If you could only choose one, are you taking your kids to Bumblebee or to Mary Poppins?
Aquaman.
Ooh.
You said those 2. I'm going to pick Aquaman.
It's not going to be Aquaman.
Oh,
That's what I'm taking my kid to.
No way.
You rejected his false binary choice?
Yes, I do. Because honestly, my kid wants to see Aquaman.
Okay,
She doesn't want to see Bumblebee
the kids
or
of
Poppins.
America, then the kids that are listening.
Are you saying
now.
my kids from?
Oh my god!
You walked into that.
Your kids from Neptune, dude. There's no
Probably.
question about that. Bumblebee or Mary Poppins? What's it going to be? What's the better
Bumblebee.
family?
If it were my kid, it'd be Bumblebee.
See, you're talking to 2 nerds here.
Talking to somebody who has the entire Transformers series box set.
See, I think the parents are going to want to bring their kids to Mary Poppins, but I think the kids are going to want to see Bumblebee.
And I also have 2 different versions of Transformers, 3 different versions of Transformers, the animated movie. Come on now.
Here's what I think would happen: parents take the kids to Bumblebee, grandparents take them to see Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think that's what's going to happen because again, the nostalgia factor for the grandparents.
I think the kids want to see Bumblebee.
Yeah.
But the fact is that Mary Poppins, which came out over 50 years ago with Julie Andrews,
Exactly.
who is a global treasure, not a national treasure. Julie Andrews is a global treasure. They're going to get all nostalgic and want to go see that.
Julie
Van Dyke.
Andrews is in Aquaman.
Oh, that's right. She is.
But you got Dick
Wow.
Van Dyke in Mary Poppins.
In Mary Poppins,
He's
that's
back.
right.
And you got Colin Firth. Firth. is his
And
name.
you still have the original voice of Optimus Prime
Peter
Okay,
Cullen.
so
in Bumblebee.
I know I keep asking this. Is Bumblebee a remake, or is it picking up where the others left off?
It's
I'm so
technically, I
lost.
think, a prequel because it takes place in 1987, and the robot design of Bumblebee harkens back to the Michael Bay character design.
Yeah.
So I would consider it either a straight up prequel or maybe a reboot altogether.
So Josh Lastly in our chat, he brings up a good point. DC burnout.
No, just DC burning us, not burnout.
But is that going to have an impact? Are people listening out there to our dulcet tones right now going to go, yeah, Aquaman looks interesting, but I got killed by Justice League, Batman, Superman, and Suicide Squad?
No, I don't think that's going to
No,
work.
I
Look
don't-
at Marvel. They still pump out movies, and we're not.
Well, no, we're not talking about burnout. We're talking about
bad
loss of
movies.
faith.
Yeah, loss of faith. That's a good way to put it.
That's better. Yeah.
Do you think the loss of faith will make people say, I'll wait for Netflix?
No,
You think they're still going to want to see it in the theater?
because of the actor.
I think they're going to want to, but
The
you know
crew.
what's coming up on that weekend where people have plans,
Yeah.
and so how many of us are going to be able to go?
That's true. See, I think the problem too, though, is the Aquaman trailers. They look amazing. All the trailers for Justice League, Suicide Squad, and all that, they didn't look great to me.
Oh,
No.
I thought the Suicide Squad trailer was terrific.
Oh, I hated it.
I thought it was.
If it had only been the trailer, it'd have been fine.
there was only one reason people watched the trailer, and that was it.
Speaking of which, opening weekends.
Oh gosh, she's gonna do it. I didn't mean that sense.
Oh no!
I didn't mean that. I meant
Oh, no.
the scene that she's in.
Well, now you've done it
Just-
now.
I know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
No. No.
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
By the way, the opening weekend for Man of Steel, which kicked off this whole shabab shebang to begin with, opening weekend was 116 million.
It was also the first Superman movie since 2006.
Yeah, but think about that though. If the hype for that one was big because we hadn't had it in so long.
We've never had an Aquaman movie. What was the opening weekend for Wonder Woman?
For Wonder Woman. I'm sorry. For which movie?
Wonder Woman.
I'm sorry. For which movie?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. By golly. 103 million.
Okay.
See.
So that was after Batman versus Superman.
That's true. So there
I
could
honestly
be
think that
some
was after
burnout.
Suicide Squad.
What did Justice League make? Honestly.
Justice League?
Yeah, what did the movie make?
Opening weekend. Hang on.
Yeah, because I think wasn't after Suicide Squad? Because if it was,
it was after
if
Suicide
anything, if anything burned you on DC, it was Suicide Squad.
Justice League opened up at 93 million and dropped 56% the next weekend.
Which is about, terrible.
Oh, there it is. I was wondering, I was like, what are we playing that music for? Good God. All right, so this should be a very interesting slate of movies. We do want to hear from y'all, though. What movie did you like? What movie did you love? Which movie not so much on either front?
What movie would you like to marry?
Yeah, no kidding. So, exactly. So that'll wrap it up here. For Goose, for Aaron, and for myself, I want to thank all of our sponsors, Dragon's Lair Alamo Ranch, Havoc, and the Mailing Spot here in San Antonio. Thank you for listening. Make sure to go out and vote for us also at sanantoniomag.com and get your geek on every single day.